Alright guys, we're shifting gears. It's time to do the Transformers. Up first, Cosmos. You guys stay tuned. Coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it is all about the Transformers. This has been a long time coming, and today I figured it is the time. Welcome to the third quarter of this year. Though now we have one more quarter left to go before it's time to actually hang this year up, but now it's that time we actually dibble and dabble into the Transformers. And today I figured it'll be a good time to actually bring Cosmos to the forefront. And I say that to say this because we're actually getting a package refresh on Cosmos. I don't know if it's going to be later. I'm pretty sure it's going to be later in the year, going into the new year, or it's going to be sometime within the new year, coming into the first to the second quarter. I don't know yet. But today I figured since we have Cosmos here, I might as well go ahead and get him started. Being that, knowing that, like I said, he's going to definitely be a package refresh for those who did not get him, because everybody knows that Cosmos is one of those Transformers that were very elusive. So at this point in time, today guys, we are going to get into good old Cosmos. I call him my chubby buddy because he was one of my favorite Transformers when I was younger. In my teens, I was collecting all the Transformers, all the G1 Transformers, and Cosmos happened to be one of my first Transformers that I ever had as a teenage or a kid. And being that, when I found Cosmos, long story behind it, but short, it was on a Sunday and I happened to pick him up, and I'm so glad that I did, because Cosmos was one that I was looking for. I searched high and low. When I started to give up, that's when I found them. So guys, how they always say, never give up when you're looking for something in particular, because when it's that one point in time when you feel like giving up, that's when that item is going to show, here, out here in the wilderness, or on eBay. So as basically a name a few of many places where you can actually feel like when you look and you give up, that's when they'll show. But as I said before, you guys, we have Cosmos in all his nice little glory, all his greenness, green and yellowness. It's funny how you put green and yellow together and you just tend to actually get a nice, it's not too bad of a contrast. But Cosmos, oh my goodness. As you see, Cosmos comes with one accessory. You might want to count it as two, and his gun / flag. So there he is for accessories. So hey, this is what we get. This is what you're actually going to get as far as for the package refresh once Cosmo come out. If you also know that Cosmos is coming in a different color too when he comes back out, but he won't be a he'll be a she, and she will be none other than Pathfinder. So to know that Cosmos has been not retooled, because all they did was color Cosmos blue and called it a GoBot Pathfinder. So really, when you look down, when it all boils down, it's basically going to be Cosmos in blue. So either way you can look at it, still Cosmos. Until actually Hasbro start to retool some of the other stuff to make a GoBot look original for the Transformers line, this is what we stuck with. A recolor, same body. So, okay guys, enough stalling. Today, you know, we talking about the Transformers, so, you know, as far as for a reviewer, it's one of the toughest jobs. And I give kudos to many of the reviewers that do Transformers, is that it's transforming time. And transforming time, before we get started with the transforming, this is how Cosmos stands. Cosmos stands at a good 4.5, close to 5 inches. So there he go as far as for height as well. Give you some comparison. We're gonna use MJ. MJ, you know we use her with the Marvel Legends line, but hey, today we're gonna use her with Cosmos. But if we want to go with bots, that's how she fares with Cosmos. She's bigger than Cosmos. But let's talk about the bot for a minute. How does he compare with the bots? Let me show you. Here is Puffer, not Huffer, not Pipes, Puffer. So as we see, Puffer does stand to be a little bit taller than Cosmos, but these are both mini bots. So there goes as far as your size comparison with Cosmos. Puffer basically stands to be a little bit taller because of the cab, not at the head. Oh, see, there you go with Puffer. And one of my customs that I made from out of the Combiners War line, here is my boy Skyjack. He's definitely a custom that I did from the Transformer from the Combiners War line. So my boy Skyjack, and yeah, I can actually take his just to show you, just for a few minutes here, I can take his wings off and actually put them in his hands, just as a show of right there. So pretty much so a good needed accessory, but we are not talking about Skyjack at the moment. So this is how he fares with Skyjack. All right. Okay, and guys, and for those who know, we talking about Cosmos here. We cannot forget the original. Oh, so precious, so precious. Thanks to MGO making the precious line what it is today. Oh, so precious. G1 Cosmos. That's how Cosmos scale with himself from the G1 version. So that is it for Cosmos. Cosmos new, Cosmo old. All right, so now time to get down to the articulation and time to get down to transformation. For articulation, you know, he's able to actually widen out his legs that far and his arms that far. Cosmos does have, he can look down using the transformation hinge. He can look down a little further, or can he look up? He can look up just a little bit, but he does have he can actually kick at a 9-degree. It definitely hinge joint to where he can actually bend his leg, and he has toe swivel. Yeah, toe swivel. I'm trying to figure it out. Being that I'm getting back to the Transformers, it is definitely different than doing Marvel Legends. So here we go with the transformation. So being that how this is Cosmos in a nutshell. Oh, by the way, he does bend his arm at a 90-degree angle. all the you do have a 360. He can bend his, yeah, actually he can actually take his arm all the way around, but you may have to actually bring it out some just in order to do it, but he can do it. So now how we do Cosmos to transform him. So here we go. So what we're gonna do is, first what I would do is actually take his head, kind of center it off, and then take it and turn it into the body cavity, and take his arms, straighten it out, take his hands, put it inside. Same way, other side. There we go. So from that, then we actually we bring up the hip skirt, and then actually we put his legs together. So there we go. So his legs are together. Next thing we do is actually bring the arms back, other side, just like the first side. Okay, and then next thing you do is actually bring all the backpack back, which actually brings his arms back. And so it's going to look like this. Then take this piece right here, bring it all the way back. Oops. Don't think now yet. It's not going to be a thumping sound, so just bring it all the way back like that. So at that point, what you're going to do, tricky part, bring the skirt hip down, and actually bring out this peg right here. So that way, make sure you have enough room where you can actually turn it around like that. So once you're doing that, then you take the leg, drop it, and take it under. Bring it around. The other side, do the same thing. You bring it around. Then you bring it all the way back. Cosmos all the way back. And then next thing what we do, like I said before, next thing we do, let me bring this back in. And then what we do is take the legs, drop it in, and push back. So that way everything, it will look like this. Make sure that everything is flush and centered. Bring this back up. If it does move, then it's going to move. So the next thing you do is take the arm. Let's see something. Did I do something? Okay. Next thing you do is actually take the hip skirts. Make sure it lines up with this peg. Bring it in together. And should click in. So once it's aligned and clicked in, then now you take, now you take the arm, bring it all the way back, then bring it forward. It's supposed to click in. Okay, bring it forward, and then there you go. Same side, different, same way on the other side. Bring it back, bring that hinge all the way back. Yeah, bring the hinge all the way back. And then bring that arm around. Once everything is in position, you should look like that at the bottom. And in front, at the top, all you have to do is bring it in. Then everything should come come in nicely. Give me a few seconds here while I actually get everything together. Alright guys, and we are back. Thanks to modern technology. That took but a second. But here we go with Cosmos in his alt form. I had actually kind of making sure he was tightened up and kind of cleaned him up, in other words. But here we go with Cosmos. So there we go. This is how he looks in his final form, in his alt mode. A fun UFO. With size comparison again, here he is with Puffer. From the side. And from the front of you. All right. And let's see. Here he also goes with Skyjack. As you can see, Skyjack is a different type of plane. And yet, this is what he looked like. From the side, there we go. And from the front. Yeah, let's see. And least but not last, guys. And his first iteration, his G1 counterpart. There you go, guys. Thank you guys for coming by, taking a look at and shifting gears with me into the Transformers universe. Here today, first look at Cosmos. Remember, guys, like I said, we are going to get a refresh of Cosmos. So be on the lookout for him. But other than that, guys, thank you. Thank you for coming by to the Tory action figure review. So you can actually be showcased with Cosmos. So guys, be on the lookout for Cosmos. And as always, if there's nobody that don't love you, there's one that does, and he is Jesus Christ. So guys, thank you for coming by and sharing some of your valuable time. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, where I'm still on my way to 100 subscribers. For those who are first time here, welcome, guys, welcome. I'm looking to get to 100 subscribers so I can do a giveaway for all those who are interested in the giveaway. Soon I'll let you know what the giveaway is. But other than that, guys, walk with me, talk with me, share, come with me on this journey. All right, guys, you have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.